to this game. And you can see it on the field. They are definitely the leaders of this team.
Absolutely, they definitely lead.
Calvin Castine, whoops, hang on there. George Brendler Field, it's the second day of September, Saturday of Labor Day weekend. And we're here for the championship game of the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament. It's the Chazy Eagles and the Plattsburgh High School Hornets. Coming at you right here, right now on viewer-supported hometown cable. Once again this year, the radio is going to be covering it, so we're going to have Lee Barcombe and Joey Trombley on the mic. Both fine hometown cable contributors, but they're doing the game on the radio, so we'll just tie into what they're saying, and they'll provide the audio for today's championship game in this annual tournament here at George Brendler Field.
Here it is Collins. Justin Collins gives a deep boot to the deep end of the field here, and he'll go off the end line. So a little farther than I think he wanted to kick it. So we're 10 seconds in, and it's a goal kick here for the Hornets.
Yeah, it looked like it was somewhat of a set play to burst down the right side to give a lofting ball, let the boys run. But again, like you said, a little bit too much pepper on that one.
Dara takes a short goal kick. It goes to McCauley. McCauley trying to split the defense. He does. He's inside the box. He tries to send a shot out. It deflects off of the defense number 2, Colin Wells. So quickly, Chazy has a corner kick. They're going from left to right. It's on the near side. It's going to be a short corner kick. He gives it up to Tristan Connors. He works his way down the line. Plattsburgh wasn't prepared for that. And there's a nice feed across the net, and Justin Collins headed it over the crossbar.
Wow, quick opportunity for Chazy here. Justin Collins in the middle, right on the 6-yard line. Nice feed from just the short corner kick there from Connors, and just popped over the top of the net.
So it's a short goal kick off to the right to the fullback on the far side for Plattsburgh. And it's knocked away. Now it's sent forward by number 22, Kyle Side. It goes off the head of McAfee toward midfield, controlled by Justin Collins. He goes to the far side to Moak. Moak goes up the field. It's taken by Side. Side has some time. Now he'll chip it back into Chazy territory. Back there's Nathan Trombley. Trombley trying to control. He knocks it away from Wiley. He sends it toward midfield. It's picked up by number 5, Julian. Julian has it knocked away, goes to Side. He sends it back into the Chazy territory, far side. Chazy now controls, goes to midfield. A rush for the ball, taken by McCauley. McCauley pushes off Brandmeyer. He has the ball, has it knocked away. Coming back from the defensive end was Provost. Provost with the ball being challenged by McCauley. McCauley and Provost, they're battling. And they're arm to arm, and the call will go against Plattsburgh. So some little hard play by both players.
Aggressive play. We expect that, in high school soccer, especially in North Country soccer. They had their arms interlocked there, pushing back and forth. And it looked like the Plattsburgh player got the last shot, and that's what Mr. Lacey recorded and awarded the direct kick.
So about 20 yards on the far side, Chazy going from left to right. Nathan Trombley comes in from the sweeper position to the far side. The only one back defensively is a number 4 for Chazy, Eli Moak. Everybody for Chazy's on the line, and they're waiting for Trombley to serve the ball. He sets up, he serves it into the box. They rush the goalie, and coming off his line doing a nice job was Adam Dara.
Aggressive goaltending by Dara, and he had to do that early to establish his presence back there.
So far side, it is. There we go. Here come the Hornets with some speed coming out. Trombley tries to cut him off. And some nice rush there, and it was number 10, I think it was Provost, with some really nice speed on the far side for Plattsburgh.
Really impressive transition there by Plattsburgh High, and a lot of speed to burn on that right side going down.
Ball's at midfield, a little collision, but it's picked up by Chazy, and it's Justin Collins. Collins comes to the near side. He's trying to find Lucas, too far ahead of him. Out of bounds, throw in here for the Hornets, halfway into their defensive zone near side. Ball comes in onto the feet of Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer pushes it back over to Vogel. Vogel back to Brandmeyer. He's guarded by Collins, but sends it across the middle of the field, trying to find the feet of Julian. Julian has it taken away by King. Hayden King working his way toward the 18, trying to get a through ball, trying to get McCauley coming off the line. Coming off the line is Dara, and he gets there before McCauley, but nice work from Collins to King to McCauley.
Yeah, and again, aggressive goalkeeping by Adam Dara to come out and take that ball away.
Ball's back in play, picked up by King into PHS territory. He tries to switch fields, goes to the middle of the field. Now it's tapped up over to Lucas. Lucas on the near sideline. Lucas will now work his way toward the 18. He tries to get by the defense. It's pushed back over to Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard chips it to the far side of the net. Coming off his line is there. He gets it, skies up for it, grabs it, no problem. Will work his way to the 18.
Keith Lucas with some good foot skills there. Like I said, as he builds confidence, he's going to be a difference maker.
The punt goes to midfield, bounces into the Chazy territory. It is Hunter Bayshard, sends it back into the Hornet territory, but it's picked up by Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer comes to the near sideline. He's trying to find the feet of Fulmer, and it's just knocked out of bounds by Hunter Bayshard. So it's going to be a throw in here for the Hornets halfway into Chazy territory. They're going from right to left on the near side.
Substitution for Plattsburgh High, and coming in is Brendan Whalen, coming off is Ryan Kavanaugh.
Throw-in comes in from Brandmeyer. He goes down the line trying to find Fulmer. Or actually Wiley. Wiley trying to take the ball away from McAfee. And it goes to Hunter Bayshard. He sends it toward midfield. The ball is headed by Whalen, who just checked into the game. He gets it onto the feet of Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer has it taken away by Bayshard. Bayshard trying to get by Wiley. He does. Keeps it simple. Gets it up over to McCauley. McCauley working his way to midfield. Going to the far side, trying to get Connor Morris. Morris hustling for the ball as well as Kyle's side. They're both going for that ball, and it goes out of bounds, so it's off of Kyle's side, throw-in for the Eagles, and going over to take the throw-in is number 5, Josh McCauley.
Real nice work back here a little bit earlier by Hunter Bayshard. He was double-teamed down there, and he's able to come through with the ball and move it forward.
So we have no score at the 34-minute, 24-second mark, but it's been a very entertaining game here early, and it's McCauley with the throw-in, nice throw-in. Goes inside the box, it's knocked away by Wells. Wells pushes it up, goes onto the feet of Fulmer. Fulmer being challenged by Moak, but taken away by the Hornets. And it's number 11, Whalen, who's into the game now, pushes it back over to side. Side trying to chip it up over to Fulmer, and it's knocked away toward midfield, far side, picked up by the Hornets. It is Provost. Provost now gets the feet onto Fulmer. Fulmer has the ball. Looking around for somebody, has some space, chips it to the middle of the field. He gets it onto the feet of Julian. Julian being challenged by Collins. Collins has it knocked away, pushes it up over to McAfee. McAfee trying to find Tristan Collins. Good job defensively by Vogel. He sends it back into the Chazy territory. Far side, it's picked up by Provost. Provost has it, or he knocks it out of bounds, throw in for Chazy, and quickly it comes in from McAfee at midfield. McCauley trying to find Tristan Connors, but it's controlled by the Hornets, number 2, Colin Wells. Wells on the outside will try to send it up. He does, but it goes out of bounds at the midway mark.
Yeah, some really solid playing out there, both sides, aggressive. Both teams are quick to the ball and fast and hard.
Throw-in comes into Hayden King. King is being challenged, and he was taken down from behind by Provost. So it'll be another kick here for Chazy. They're on the far side. They're going from left to right. They're going to be about 5 yards just past the midfield line, and it'll be Nathan Trombley with the kick.
Impressive crowd here tonight at George Brendler Field. The stadium, the stands, I would say, are at least half, if not more, full, and then lined up all along the gate, the fence rather. The fans are here, and it's going to be a good crowd.
It's a great atmosphere here for championship soccer, and this game is living up to its billing right now at the 32-26 mark. No score. It's Plattsburgh on the attack, far side. It's Fulmer in the Chazy territory about halfway. He's working his way down. He's trying to get by Moak. Fulmer gets by Moak. He sends it across over the end line, so goal kick for Chazy. But I'm impressed with the speed of Fulmer.
Yep, again, that was a good transition for Plattsburgh, and they do have a lot of speed up top. Fulmer and Provost especially with lots of speed.
So Nathan Trombley will take the goal kick for Chazy. He's letting his players set up here. He sends the kick. It will be shy of midfield. Goes off the head of Connor Morris, trying to find Tristan Connors. But there is Vogel for Plattsburgh. He chips it to the far side off the head of King. Fouls up into the air. It is now headed from Whalen over to Provost. Provost working his way down, trying to work it to Fulmer. Goes off of Chazy players. A throw-in for Plattsburgh. Is it a throw-in or a foul?
There was a big collision there. I'm uncertain what they call. Looks like it's a throw-in. No, take that. Yep, throw-in.
It is a throw-in. The ball comes back to the defense. They're in the offensive zone of Chazy, and it's side. He keeps it simple, gets it up over to Whalen. Whalen has the defense converge on him. He gets it back over to Provost. Provost sends it up trying to find Fulmer, but it goes off the head of McAfee. Tristan Connors picks it up and with speed is working his way to the near sideline. He's past midfield. Tristan Connors working his way down, being challenged by Julian. He's trying to get by number 14, Vogel. Vogel does a nice job defensively to stop Tristan Connors, who had his afterburners on, and he knocks it out of bounds, throwing for the Eagles.
So now the ball deep in Plattsburgh territory. Good opportunity for Chazy to put together some short passes and hopefully get a shot on goal. Throw-in coming in here from Hunter Bayshard.
You can't be
A long
offside
throw.
Hunter Bayshard deep into Plattsburgh territory, sends the ball into the box. It goes off to Johnny. Outside the box, Collins gets a shot off, and it goes through everybody into the hands of Adam Dara. He'll work his way to the 18. Shots on net right now favor Chazy 2-0. Corner kicks favor Chazy 1-0. But I will tell you, this game is evenly matched right now.
Absolutely. And on that shot, Tristan Connors thought about deflecting it, but he let it go, and it wound up being a fairly easy save for Dara. Here comes Norcross out to pull up the ball for Chazy.
So Norcross gets the ball, just a long through ball that just harmlessly rolled into his hands. He'll work his way to the 18. He has a nice high punt that will go right at midfield. Goes off the head of Justin Collins. He's trying to find Tristan Connors. Connors with the ball, with the through ball to McCauley, and McCauley splits the defense, but a great job from Adam Dara to read the speed of McCauley. Comes out, slides, and grabs the ball.
Very aggressive keeping back there, and he looks very comfortable, Joey. I don't see any butterflies at all.
No, not at all. And it is Tajani. Subu Tajani working his way down. He's trying to get by Hunter Bayshard. He does. He sends it across, and Norcross was there. He knocks it away, and it goes onto the foot of Brandmeyer, and Brandmeyer sends it over the net.
He laced that one. It would have been better served just to use the inside of his foot. He had a wide open net to pass it into, and he launched it over the top of the goal. Substitute coming in for Plattsburgh, number 13, Connor Cota, and coming off, number 4, Henry Wiley.
So Norcross made the save, but it was a hard shot close by. He deflected it out, and that went right to the feet of Brandmeyer. Short goal kick, pushed back up over to...
Good job, Andrew.
It was Norcross had to kick the ball. It went back to him from the Chazy player. He couldn't grab it, so he had to kick it high in the air, and it goes off of Tajani. So Chazy will have a throw in halfway into their territory, but quickly it goes into the Hornet territory down the line, and it is Vogel just knocks it out of bounds as the speed of Tristan Connors and Josh McCauley were converging on him. So it's a throw in here for Chazy. McCauley quickly gets the ball in. The ball's headed out by Julian, and he gets it to the feet of Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer does a nice job getting by Hunter Bayshard. They're through ball. They're trying to find Fulmer, and Fulmer trying to get to the ball, but he's shielded by number 4, Moak. Moak did a nice job shielding Fulmer from McAfee. Or I'm sorry, Brian Norcross. Jeez, Ben Norcross.
There you go.
Oh my God. Ben Norcross does a nice job punting the ball toward midfield, and the ball is picked up by King. King sends it forward trying to find Tristan Connors. Ball gets by Connors, and it's picked up by number 2, Wells. Wells chips it up, but taken by Connors. Connors pushes it back over to Connor Morris. Morris has it knocked away, picked up by Tajani. Tajani has it taken away by Justin Collins. Collins being guarded by Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer knocks it away. Hunter Bayshard trips the ball up, and he's slide tackled by Brandmeyer. Bayshard goes down, and a foul called on Brandmeyer. So it'll be a kick here for Chazy.
That was a real hard tackle there. A potentially dangerous tackle, got him right in the shin guards. So the official is giving a talk to Brandmeyer there to make sure he understands that he can't do that again, otherwise he's going to see yellow. So we have 27:07 left here in the first half. No score between Chazy Eagles and the Plattsburgh Hornets.
And Hunter Bayshard will take this kick. He's right down below us here. He sends the ball on the ground. It finds the feet of McAfee. McAfee pushes it back to Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard with the ball into PHS territory. He cuts by Tajani. He's trying to get by Brandmeyer, pushes it to the near sideline, trying to find Lucas, but it goes off the sideline here, so a throw-in for the Hornets. It will be number 14, Vogel, with the throw-in for Plattsburgh. He comes down the line, goes over the head of Tajani, and that will work its way out of bounds, throw-in for Chazy.
Lucas got caught watching there a little bit, and it was a good idea by Bayshard to try to outside the foot pass, but Lucas wasn't moving toward it, and therefore went off for a throw-in.
Throw-in comes in off the head of McCauley onto the feet of Wells. Wells a big booming kick in Chazy territory. Back there is Moak. Moak trying to knock it away from Fulmer. He does, but it's picked up by Coda. Coda sends it over to Whalen. Whalen goes back to his defense to side. Kyle Side at midfield now sends it forward. It gets by McAfee, and it cleared out by Hunter Bayshard. Good thing because Johnny was there. He sends it to the near sideline over to Lucas. Lucas gets it by Brendler, trying to find McCauley, knocked away by Vogel. Picked up by Lucas. Lucas splits the defense. Hustling is Connors and Tristan Connors and McCauley, knocked out of bounds by number 2 Wells.
That's 2 instances I've seen just in the last couple of minutes of Chazy defense not communicating back there, and both chances almost wind up being an excellent opportunity for Plattsburgh High.
So ball back in play into PHS territory. McCauley with the ball near sideline. He's trying to work his way down. Good defensive job by Julian. Knocked out of bounds by number 14 Bogle. Another throw-in for Chazy.
So the defense, primarily Nathan Trombley, need to be vocal back there. And if Trombley's not talking, it's got to be Norcross.
Ball comes in. It goes off the feet of Julian. Julian clears it out. Goes to midfield. Back there's Nathan Trombley. He's got Moak on the far side. He comes to the near side over Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard being challenged by Tajani. He wins that battle. Tries to send it forward. It goes off of Lucas. Goes to the feet of Trombley. He sends it to midfield, but it's controlled by the Hornets. Number 8, Brandmeyer with a nice move, has it deflected by Lucas. Lucas battling Brandmeyer, and it deflects off of Lucas. Quick throw in for Brandmeyer. And the whistle blows.
And a substitution for Plattsburgh coming on, Henry Wiley, and coming off is number 3, Andrew Fulmer.
So it's going to be a throw in here for Brandmeyer. Just below us here, they're going from right to left. He goes back to the defensive end off the feet of Vogel. Vogel now gets it on the feet of Julian. Julian sends it back to the sweeper, which is Wells. Wells working his way up, goes to the far side. Working his way down is Provost. He sends the ball up, trying to find the feet of Wiley. Wiley now pushes it back to Julian. Julian just outside the 18, trying to split the defense on the 18, and it's knocked away by the defense. And number 11 was loading up Whalen, but a good job defensively by Hayden King to knock it away. Hornets putting some pressure on. Chazy defending well, goes off of Hayden King. Deep throw in here for the Hornets.
Throw in just about as far deep as you can be in the Chazy territory. 23:42 left in this first half.
And no score still. Ball comes up high in the air, cleared out by Chazy. Hustling the ball is McCauley. McCauley makes one nice move, trying to get by another player. Defended well by Wells on the far side. Goes out of bounds, thrown by McCauley. Gets by Morris, and that deflects off of Morris. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Hornets. They'll be going the other way here. They're going from right to left. They're at midfield. They throw it back to the defensive end onto the feet of Side. Side now chips it up into the Chazy territory off the head of Moak. Moak sends it up off the head of Morris to midfield. It's picked up by number 5 Julian, goes to the far side. It's knocked away. Picked up by number 10 Provost. Provost with his speed, working his way down. Nice speed here by the Hornets. Provost working his way, has some room, sends it across, knocked away by Justin Collins. Collins sends it to the far sideline, and it will work out of bounds. Chazy defended that well.
A lot of speed there by Nick Provost, a lot of speed, and that's going to cause Chazy some issue. Coming in on a sub is Ryan Kavanaugh for Plattsburgh, and coming out number 13, Connor Coda.
So it's going to be a throw-in far side for the Hornets. 3/4 of the way into Chazy territory. They're going from right to left, far side. Ball comes into play. They're trying to find Kavanaugh, who just checked into the game. And it goes past Kavanaugh, so it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy. 22-15 here left in the first half. We have no score. Shots on goal are tied 2-2. Chazy leads in the corner kick category 1-0.
And these teams are, as we mentioned probably earlier, they're evenly skilled out there, so lots of excellent ball play.
And there's a kick by Bayshard. It goes right to midfield. McCauley chips it high in the air. Ball is headed down by Side, but it's picked up by Connors, Tristan Connors. He gets it over to Justin Collins. Collins trying to make a move. It's Collins with the ball, being challenged by Vogel. He goes to the near side trying to find Lucas. Heath Lucas is pushed off the ball by Tajani, and it will be a throw-in here for the Hornets. And going to take the throw-in for the Hornets is number 14, Vogel. Quickly he comes in. He's trying to find the feet of Julian, but it's taken away by McCauley. McCauley in the 18 gets a shot off. It goes off of number 2 Wells. So we're going to have a corner kick here for Chazy near sideline. or near corner.
Macaulay's getting an opportunity to show his speed out there a lot, but Colin Wells is up to the task. He's able to thwart him a couple of times here. Now we're looking at a corner kick, and it's Tristan Connors lining up to take it.
He sends the shot up to the box. It's cleared back out to the sideline, near sideline. So throwing for Chazy. Hunter Bayshard is working his way there, but it'll be Tristan Connors taking the throw-in for Chazy. He sends it into the box. Goes off the head of the defender of Plattsburgh, which I think was Colin Wells. Hayden King tries to get a shot off, but it's deflected at the 18. Connor Morris is trying to get a shot off. Morris trying to push it through. He does. Trying to find Tristan Connors. It deflects and it goes into the hands of Dara. No real danger there, but he throws out a quick pass over to number 14, Vogel. Vogel working his way up. Gets by 8, Brandler. And picked up by Chazy's McAfee. McAfee sends it to midfield, but it's knocked away by Julian. But it comes onto the feet of Heath Lucas. Lucas into the PHS territory near sideline. Lucas looking around, has some space, goes to the center of the field to Connor Morris. Morris tries to one-time it over to Macaulay. He does. He now sends it over to Hayden King. Far side. Hayden King coming down. Defending number 22 is Side. Side and King with the ball. King looking to serve it. He does. Coming off his line is Dara, and it goes right into his gut, and he'll throw the ball out.
Lots of good chance here for Chazy in that little rush. Colin Wells standout back there for Plattsburgh so far on the defensive side.
And Dale decided not to throw the ball. He decided to punt the ball, and a nice punt about 15 yards into Chazy territory, knocked away by McAfee. And there was a little scramble on the ground there, and Chazy takes down number 12. I think it was number 12. No, number 17, Kavanaugh goes down. So we have a free kick here coming up here for the Hornets.
Kavanaugh lost his boot there. He's trying to put it back on. And it's not going to fit quite right until you get a chance to untie it and retie it. But a direct kick here for Plattsburgh.
And there's the kick up by Whalen, and off the line is Norcross. So Ben Norcross waited for it, took it in, no issues. He'll work his way to the 18, letting his team set up here. Now he does the punt, beautiful punt by Norcross into PHS territory, but quickly it's headed back in by Whalen, back into Chazy territory. Trombley has it forward, but Brandmeyer's there. Hunter Bayshard comes up and he clears it out. So it goes shy of midfield. Plattsburgh going from right to left, about 5 yards into Chazy territory, just below us here at the press box. And it'll be Vogel taking the throw in here for Plattsburgh. Ball goes to Tijani. He hasn't knocked away, picked up by Collins. Collins pushes it up to Morris. Morris controlling, pushes it back to Trombley. Trombley now sends it forward into PHS territory, goes off the head of Wells to midfield, picked up by Connor Morris. Morris has it knocked away by Whalen. But coming up is McAfee. He sends it to the far side. It's a foot race between Tristan Connors and Kyle Side. Side gets there first, knocks it out of balance, throw in for Chazy.
Chazy's got to do a better job in the midfield on these punts, especially getting at least competing for the ball. They're not even competing for it, and they're allowing Plattsburgh to take possession.
Throw-in comes in. It goes off the head of Wells onto the feet of Morris. Morris trying to find McAfee, who's up from the defensive end, picked up by Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer gets it to Tijani. Lucas trying to defend Tijani. He does, knocks it away, and it's chipped away by Brandmeyer, but it goes on to the feet of Macaulay. He's taken down by Tijani. So Chazy will have a direct kick here. They're about halfway into Plattsburgh territory on the near sideline.
Good opportunity for Nathan Trombley to use a nice lofted ball to back post, and we'll see how the Eagles run onto it. Hopefully they can get ahead onto it and put it in the back of the net.
Well, Nathan Trombley will take this kick. He's back in from the sweeper position.
Ask for it.
And Moak is back defensively for Chazy, and Kavanaugh is by Moak. Trombley chips it to the far sideline. Skying high for that was Colin Wells, has the ball outside the 18. And there's a shot by the Eagles, wide of the net, and that was Tristan Connors. And they're saying goal kick, did not touch it.
So goal kick here for Plattsburgh High. Little aggressiveness for Chazy here, which is good. And good defending from Plattsburgh High.
Ball's in play. It's the far side, picked up by Whalen. Whalen gets it up over to Julian. Julian has it taken away by McCauley. McCauley's trying to find Lucas on the near sideline, but Tijani's there. Tijani working his way up. Lucas trying to guard. Lucas does a nice job controlling, pushes it back over to Hunter Bayshard.
Just come to the passing lane.
He goes back to the sweeper position to Trombley. Trombley sends it all the way over to the feet of Moat. Moat he does a nice job getting by Provost. Kavanaugh comes over to help out. He takes the ball, tries to get the ball up over to Fulmer, but Trombley does a nice job chipping it up toward midfield. It goes on to the feet of Healy of Plattsburgh. He's pushing it up, trying to find Whalen. Whalen has it knocked away by McAfee onto the feet of King. King has it knocked away. It's picked up by number 11, Whalen. Whalen goes to the far side, and he picks up Provost. Provost has some very nice speed on the far side. He's working his way down, and he was fouled by King. Probably not a bad foul with the speed of Provost.
You know, that was a good foul, and
He's actually going to give him a yellow on that.
boy, yeah. Yellow card, I guess they're going to say it was a good opportunity. He thought he was going to talk to him. I don't know if he's going to book him. No, just a warning. Just at least
Okay.
giving him a warning.
Okay. So we're at 15:32. If you're just joining us, we have no score here in this championship game. And this game is living up to its billing. It's been a very exciting game. And the kick comes in toward Norcross. It's cleared out by Justin Collins, picked up by number 14, Vogel. Vogel takes a long shot, and that goes over the net. And nice shot from distance from Vogel.
Just cleared the crossbar. Ben Norcross was there. He was prepared for it. But it's not a bad idea just to rip these shots once in a while and see if the keeper will mishandle it.
So a goal kick here for Chazy. Hunter Bayshard will take the goal kick. It has been Nathan Trombley. Hunter Bayshard will go back there to take that kick here for the Eagles as we're under 15 minutes here in the first half.
Call it out again, Black.
Bayshard sends it up, just goes over the head of Cameron Morris, and it's controlled by the Hornets. Ball goes forward, it goes off the head of McAfee. He sends it back up, but it goes on to the feet of Brendler. Brendler gets it to Tijani. Tijani sends it back to Vogel. Vogel working his way, sends the ball across to the other side, gets it onto the feet of Whalen. Whalen pushes it back to the defensive end to Side. Side now chips to the middle of the field, finds Brendler. Brendler working his way to the 18, gets a shot off. He rips the ball off the crossbar, and Chazy dodged the bullet there. What a rip by Brendler. Another shot, and that ball deflects over, and incredible pressure by the Hornets. The
Yeah.
best of the game.
Absolutely. Again, and this happened 2 days ago. Ben Norcross got beat on a hard shot to the crossbar. He had no chance on that one. That was a blast, and it went directly off the crossbar. And then another opportunity that was deflected off. Now corner kick for Plattsburgh.
Get fired up, Black. Come on.
So some nice last 30 seconds has been some really awesome effort here by the Hornets.
Let's go.
And here comes the corner kick. They're on the near side. They're going from right to left. The near corner kick here is where the corner kick is. He sends it in off to Collins. He chips it out, picked up by the Hornets, and it's ripped by Brandmeier. Goes off the defense of Chazy. Now through the midfield, picked up by Wells. Wells comes to the near sideline over to Vogel. Vogel looking to keep it in, and he does. Vogel has it chipped away by McCauley, so it's thrown on here for the Hornets.
Down the line.
He's going down the line trying to find the feet of Fulmer.
Right idea. Right
Ball
idea.
deflects off of the head of Fulmer, so a throw in for Chazy.
So Chazy's got to collect their thoughts here, regroup, and defensively especially, and start to control this possession once more.
Hunter Bayshard coming down the line. Off the head, by the over the head of McCauley onto the feet of
Passing's open
Brandmeier.
things up for us.
Brandmeier tripping it
There's the
up
ball.
over the arm. A nice play by Moak. He has the ball to King. King sends it up over to Morris. Connor Morris chips it up over to Justin Collins. He sends it to center midfield onto Tristan Collins. He comes to the near sideline over to McCauley. McCauley on the transition at Chazy now into PHS territory. He cuts inside the 18 and
Handball.
handball on McCauley.
Yeah, McCauley tried to make a move to go around Wells, but he hit the top of the ball and it bounced up and hit his hand.
So 12:23, we have no score here in the first half. 12:23 left in the first half, no score. Ball comes into the feet of Fulmer. Fulmer chips it up, he gets Tijani. Tijani in full stride, working his way toward the 18. Trombley back there to defend, but Tijani some nice moves. Coming out to help out is Hunter Bayshard, does a nice job to deflect it. It goes into the hands of Norcross. Ben Norcross will work his way to the 18. but the momentum in the last 2 or 3 minutes has definitely favored the Hornets.
No doubt about it. And Sabu Tajani just came down this left side here, and double team action by Heath, Lucas, and Hunter Bayshard able to prevent him from getting a good scoring opportunity.
Here comes Fulmer. Fulmer's looking to load up. He does. Rips a shot just wide. And boy, you can't give somebody like Fulmer that opportunity just outside the 18.
No, and Chazy's got to take a second here, take a deep breath. The defense especially. The defense is not strong tonight for some reason. They're not on their game so far, so this is going to be a talking point for Coach McCollum at halftime.
Well, up to this point, it was an evenly matched game, but the last 4 or 5 minutes have favored Plattsburgh.
Absolutely.
Hunter Bayshard with that kick. It goes off the chest of Fulmer onto the feet of Connor Morris. He gets it over to Collins, Justin Collins. Now sends it through, trying to find the collie, but it's deflected and picked up by Tajani. Tajani with the ball. Lucas guarding him. He heels it back, trying to find Brendler. Brendler then takes it off of Lucas. So a throw in here for the Hornets.
That's right. Now we got nothing. See what you have. Be smart.
Ryan, keep it in front of you. It's all right.
Brandmeier surveying the situation. He gets it to Fulmer. Fulmer goes to the middle of the field. He gets it over to Julian. Julian sends it back to the defensive end to Wells. Wells crosses into Chazy territory. Far side, he gets it onto the feet of Whalen. Whalen pushes it to sides in the offensive zone. Controlled by PHS. Now it's pushed back. It's Wells at midfield. He tries to come to the near sideline, trying to find Brandmeier, stepping up with Lucas. He heads it toward midfield, but there was Vogel. Vogel gets it up over to Julian, goes to the feet of Lucas. Lucas trying to get by Vogel, goes to Fulmer. He comes to the near side up over to Tajani, but too far ahead. Hunter Bayshard sends it toward midfield, deflected over to Connor Morris. Morris at midfield makes a nice move, now gives it up to Collins, but too far ahead of him, picked up by Vogel. He sends it into Chazy territory. Stepping up is McAfee. McAfee trying to control it, goes on the feet of Fulmer. Fulmer trying to get the free ball, and Norcross comes off his line. And some nice passing here by the Hornets.
And I heard Coach Chris LaRose shouted a little bit earlier, passing is opening up the game for us, guys. He's encouraging his men to keep passing the ball.
And it is Tajani with the ball, comes to the other sideline over Brandmeier. Chips it up, trying to find Tajani inside the 18, just a little too far ahead of him. So it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy. We're under 10 minutes, no score. But the shots at one point were 3 and 3. And now it favors Plattsburgh 7-3.
Yeah, Chazy is really kind of fallen off at this point in time. Plattsburgh, and you can't discount Plattsburgh's effort. They're really playing hard and putting together a string of nice passing to present these opportunities for them.
Hunter Bayshard, a short kick, goes off the feet of Fulmer. So Connor Morris comes over to defend, takes the ball, does a nice job. Morris now goes to the near sideline up over Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard sends the ball forward, trying to find Tristan Connors, but it goes over to Colin Wells. Wells trying to work his way through. He gets by Justin Collins. Now he goes to the open space, but stepping up is Hayden King. He's trying to find Tristan Connors. He does. Connors takes it to the outside, far side. Chazy going from left to right. Tristan Connors with the ball. Has it knocked away by Provost. It'll be a throw-in for Chazy as the ball goes out of bounds, far side.
Throw in for Connors, and he gets it in, and we're trying to hit McCauley with a little bit of roughness down there toward the end line between number 22 Kyle Side and McCauley.
And so it'll be a goal kick. Nice job by Side to shield the ball, to let it go out. So it'll be a goal kick here for Dara.
Josh, drop off.
And there's the punt, just shy, goes over the head of Morris to midfield, and it is McAfee gets it over to Justin Collins. He goes to the far side to King. King working his way down, trying to find Tristan Connors, and it's knocked out of bounds by Colin Wells. Deep throw in, well, about 3/4 of the way down, far side. Chazy going from left to right. Throw in here for Tristan Connors.
The Eagles haven't really tested Dara yet. Everything he's stopped have been aggressive stops on his part, but nothing testing.
Throw-in comes in, but it's controlled by the Hornets. Here come the Hornets. They send it toward midfield. It deflects off of McAfee onto Justin Collins. Collins has 3 players on it. He breaks some speed, cuts through everybody. There's Collins with the ball, trying to get it through to McCauley, but it's cleared out by Brandmeier. In the Chazy territory, Trombley is there for Chazy. He comes over to the near side to Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard has Lucas, but he sends it up over to Justin Collins. Goes off Collins' knee, out of bounds, throw in for the Hornets.
And there was another instance where the defense is not communicating, and it almost led to a break for Plattsburgh.
Hunter Bayshard in the defensive end chips it up, trying to find Lucas, taken by Tajani. Tajani working his way. Hunter Bayshard comes back to help out. Good job by Hunter Bayshard. Tajani goes down. Ball's picked up by Brandmeier. Brandmeyer pushes it to the number 5, Julian. He sends it back to the defensive end, Colin Wells. He goes to the far side to side. Far side is side. Side into the offensive zone. He pushes it up. He's trying to find Whalen, but too far ahead of him. Throw in for Chazy, just shy of midfield, going from left to right.
6:41 left here in this first half, no score. Although Plattsburgh has had a couple of really good opportunities.
Ball is in the Plattsburgh territory, coming to the near sideline. It's Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard pushes it up over to Lucas. Lucas pushes it back to Collins, but he gets by Collins onto the feet of McAfee. McAfee back to Lucas. Lucas gets it to Tristan Connors. Connors trying to push it back to Lucas. It deflects, but controlled by Lucas. He tries to send it across. It deflects off Julian. Stepping up is McAfee. He sends it to the open space. Hustling for the ball is King, but back there is number 22 Side, and Side will send it out of bounds. So another throw in for Chazy. Far side, they're about halfway into Plattsburgh territory. They're going from left to right at the 5:55 mark. No score here in the first half. Ball comes in. Morris trying to control. Connor Morris gets a shot up. It deflects. This is dangerous. And Garrow's there, but it's a good thing he's a tall, athletic goalie. He got that, no problem. He had the sky for it.
Yeah, he reached at the top of his jump, and he had Josh McCauley bearing down on him, so a little pressure as well.
So the punt comes up. It goes off the foot of King. King sends it forward, but Brandmeyer sends it deep into Chazy territory. Trombley is there. He tips it back up toward midfield, but Brandmeyer comes up to control the ball. He has some space. He's in the Chazy territory. Looking his way down the sideline, changes his mind, sends it up to the center of the field, or middle of the field, trying to find the feet of Fulmer. And there's a rip of a shot saved by Norcross. And it's headed back toward the net. Norcross comes up. Another great opportunity for the Hornets. That was a quality shot.
That was Provost. Nick Provost on the far side received a pass. Really nice ball from Brandmeyer, and he laced the shot that Ben Norcross wasn't able to catch. He wound up parrying it down instead.
So the punt comes toward midfield. Chazy tried to control it, and it's picked up by McCauley. He goes to the far side to Tristan Connors. Connors being defended by Wells. Connors and Wells. Wells wins that battle. He gets it onto the feet of Whalen. Whalen goes to the far side. He's trying to find Provost out of bounds. Throw in for Chazy into PHS territory. Ball comes into King. King trying to control, but has it knocked away, and it's picked up by Fulmer. Fulmer now in the offensive zone. He's trying to find Wiley. Coming over to help out is Hunter Bayshard. Good speed by Wiley, but good job by Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard is on the far side now, and he plays here on the near side, and that's where his momentum had to take him out of bounds off of Whalen, or not Whalen, but Wiley. Nice defensive play by Hunter Bayshard.
Hunter Bayshard was able to keep stride for stride with Wiley there. It was a speed on both sides and speed to burn. Wish I could run that fast one time in my life. Sub coming on for Plattsburgh is Michael James, who had 2 goals, and this is the first time he's seen the field today. So coming off, number 4, Henry Wiley, 2 goals he had versus Canton.
So we have a throw in here for the Hornets. Quick throw in. Goes down the line. They're trying to find Fulmer, and it's cleared out by McAfee. And the ball's headed back forward down the line, far side. It goes out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in for Chazy. Moak will take the throw in for Chazy, far side. 3:23 to go. We have no score. Ball comes in to James. James gets to Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer now left footed, tries to send it through the box. Hunter Bayshard's there, and it was picked up behind the air by McAfee, but stepping in are the Hornets. It was number 14, Volvo. He gets it to Tijani. He is being guarded by Lucas. Gets it to Collins. Collins chips it up, trying to find McCauley. He goes down to the feet of Julian. Julian switching field. James in the game, trying to catch it in stride, falls down. And it's picked up by Moak. Moak sends it up over to Morris. Ball out midfield, knocked back forward into the Chazy territory. And there was a collision. And Black got tripped by McAfee. So here's a free kick or a direct kick here. Number 10, it was Provost going down. Good opportunity for the Hornets.
And Provost appears to, once James came on, Provost has moved into the middle now. So yeah, good distance here. It's Colin Wells lining up to take this shot as referees pacing out 10 yards now. 2-man wall to try to provide some deterrent to this direct kick.
Well, it's Colin Wells will take the kick. He sends a hard kick into the net. And Norcross was there. He knocked it on the ground and went on it. It was a good thing he fell on it because Fulmer was coming in full stride.
Yeah, he was crashing the net, and perhaps they've been paying attention. Ben's not catching a lot of stuff. He's parrying a lot of stuff, and maybe that's why they've decided they're going to crash the net and try to pick up a rebound.
It was a nice punt to midfield that went off of Tristan Connors, but then it's controlled by the Hornets, and it's Brandmeyer working his way down. Good defense by Collins coming to challenge Brandmeyer. McAfee sends it to the other side. Nobody there for Chazy, but Vogel for PHS is there. Vogel with the ball, working his way to the middle of the field, working his way to the 18. It goes off the corner, deflects, and the ball chipped back up. And it is Fulmer trying to control. He pushes it back to Brendler. Brendler can do it either foot. He's trying to load up here. And he gets by two players. Bayshard recovering, sends it across. And it's Tijani looking to get a shot off. Good job defensively by Trombley.
You gotta shoot with your right foot.
It goes on to McCulley. McCulley just sends it forward. Nobody's there for Chazy. Connors is hustling, but waiting for the ball is Dara. And smart play for Hunter Bayshard, McCauley just clear that ball and settle things down.
Take the pressure off. It was a lot of pressure there again by Plattsburgh High. They're really trying hard to get a goal before the half.
Ball is just into Plattsburgh territory in the punt, far side, and it's picked up by James. James pushes the ball up. He has it knocked off by King. King takes it off of James. So throw in here far side for Chazy. There's 34 seconds here left in the first half. No score, a very entertaining game, back and forth, but the majority of the second part of this half has definitely favored the Hornets. Ball at midfield, picked up by Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard now sends it through, trying to find Tristan Connors. And he was shielded from the ball by Wells. Good job. It goes into the hands of Dare. So Chazy on a counterattack tries to do something really quick, and it's Dare taking his time. Sends a high punt up, goes off the head of McAfee. So the first half has come to the end here in Chazy with no score. You are listening to the Sports Authority of the North Country, hometown radio WIRY. .com or 1340 AM. We'll be back for our halftime show in 30 seconds. Chazy is in their all-white uniforms, blue lettering. Plattsburgh is in their all predominantly black uniforms with orange lettering. They will take the kickoff here to start the second half, and you have Fulmer, and he'll push it back, and he gets it onto the feet of Julian. Julian gives it to Brandmeyer. It comes over to the near side over to Whalen. Whalen works his way to midfield, now inside the Chazy territory, goes off the feet of Provost here on the near side, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy, and it is Moak. Moak gets the ball into McAfee. McAfee has it knocked away by Brandmeyer, and it's going down the line. It looks like it's going to stay in. Trombley chips it back up. Brandmeyer controls it, does a nice job. It's Brandmeyer. He rips a shot off of McCauley, so it's going to be a throw as the ball goes out of bounds here on the near sideline, about halfway down Chazy territory. And Brandmeyer with a nice throw. He's trying to find Fulmer, but it goes off the head of Moak, chipped up to McCauley. McCauley has it taken away by Provost. Provost takes a long shot, and that just goes flying over everything and souvenir to the cornfield.
Back to the cornfield. So as we start the second half, Plattsburgh with the pressure primarily here in the first minute and a half. And Chazy is going to have to button down their defense and try to stop as many of these possibilities that Plattsburgh is earning.
So it's a goal kick here for Chazy, and it will be Hunter Bayshard taking the goal kick here for the Eagles. He sends a kick up. It's shy of midway. It goes off the head of Tijani, but Tijani goes over the back of, who's that over there? Lucas. So it will be a kick here, a free kick here for the Eagles, just shy of midfield, far side of that 38-24. Just starting here the second half, Hunter Bayshard will step up and take the kick here for Chazy.
We'll try to pay attention to see if Heath Lucas is still shadowing Tijani in the second half.
He sends a nice kick. It goes off the head. It's inside the box. It's Tristan Connors coming off his line. Is Dare. The cup's off of Dare. He recovers and he jumps on the ball. So Tristan Connors had an opportunity. Just got too far ahead of him.
Outstanding opportunity, and unfortunately he had a bad trap on the ball, and it squirted away from him far enough that Dara was able to come out and get his hands on it.
So a nice opportunity for Chazy. Great play by Darrow. Ball on the far side. McCulley trying to get to it, but it goes out of bounds, so it's a throw-in for the Hornets. Vogel quickly sends the ball in, trying to find Tijani. Stepping up is Hunter Bayshard. He has it up toward midfield, and it's controlled by Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer's on the far side now. It chips up over to the middle of the field. Ball is headed up to Tristan Connors. Connors through ball, trying to find McCauley. McCauley with his speed, trying to break the defense. He's defended by number 14, Bold. Connors now trying to get by Bold, sends it across, and there's a whistle.
There was a foul earlier back when McCauley was trying to
push
split
on
the
McCauley,
defenders.
I think.
Yeah, when he tried to split the defenders, Mr. Labarge raised his flag, but Mr. Lacey didn't see it until 30 seconds or so after.
So we have 37:03 here left in the second half. Early on, here comes the kick by the Hornets. A booming kick goes right onto the feet of Fulmer. Fulmer trying to control it, has it deflected, but it goes over to Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer on the far side now pushing it up, trying to find Fulmer. Cleared out of bounds by Collins. He sends it out of bounds to the far side, so a throw in here for the Hornets. About halfway into Chazy territory, far side. They're going from left to right. Ball comes into play, hits off of Fulmer to Tajani. Tajani now sends it down the line, and that will work its way off the end line, so it'll be a goal kick here for Chazy.
And Coach McAuliffe encouraging his guys not to panic. Take your time with the ball, compose yourself, look for your outlets instead of just booting it off the side of the line.
So another goal kick, it will be Hunter Bayshard. It looks like he'll be the one taking these kicks here in the second half, but like we said in the first half, Hunter Bayshard's been all over the place.
That's good, Brian. That's good.
So he'll take this kick here for Chazy. He sends it up. It'll be just shy of midfield, and it goes off the head of Collins, Justin Collins. McCauley sips it through. He's trying to find Tristan Collins on the breakaway. Good job by number 22 side. And I thought he had a nice slide tackle. And it's a quick play, and it is now McCauley. He tried to surprise him with a quick pass, Tristan Connors to McCauley, but defended well by Plattsburgh. They were ready for that. Ball comes to the near side of Hayden King. King now working his way up, has it knocked away from Whalen. Whalen gets the ball up over to Provost. Provost trying to find Fulmer. Ball hit back by Nathan Trombley up to Justin Collins. Collins goes to the near sideline. He takes it off of Provost.
Five, somebody's got to mark five.
Moak sends it up, goes off the head of King onto the feet of Whalen of Plattsburgh. He sends it forward, but Moak is there for Chazy. He switches fields all the way over to Hunter Bayshard. Gets by Hunter Bayshard. Hustling back there for Chazy is Heath Lucas. Lucas and Tajani. Now Hunter Bayshard comes over to help out, and it goes out of bounds. Throw in deep for Plattsburgh.
The dew is starting to fall, and the grass is getting a little slick. I've seen a few players slip and fall, and the ball is now skipping a lot more than it was before.
The ball goes out of bounds again. It's going to be a throw-in for Plattsburgh deep into Chazy territory near the far post. Ball comes in, and there it is. One player falls down, as you said. Ball comes out. It goes onto the feet of Whalen, and Tristan Collins knocks it away. He's on the near sideline. He's at full stride. He's working his way toward midfield, and it's Tristan Collins trying to run the high side.
Way to
He pushes
pressure
it
it.
forward.
Good
It's side,
job.
and Tristan Collins battling for that ball.
Yes.
It goes off the sideline, and that should be a throw-in. And ball comes in. Throw-in comes in. It's controlled by Justin Collins. Collins gets it to Morris. Connor Morris
Push out!
knocked away.
Push out!
Now onto the feet of McAfee. McAfee back over to Connor Morris. Morris defended well. He takes it to the outside. Has it knocked away. Trying to get it over to Justin Collins. Picked up by Brendler. Brendler comes to the near side onto Provost. Provost, Speed, and King. They're going down that line. There's the speed of Provost. And he has incredible speed. He pushes the ball forward. It will go off the end line as he tried to get around Moak, but too far ahead off the end line. But what speed by Provost.
And he doesn't take long strides. They're short strides, but man, can he run. He's a difference maker on this right-hand side of the field. It's posing a problem for Eli Moak.
Just want to let you know, Lee, I'm out of breath watching that guy run. So there's a kick by Hunter Bayshard just shy of midfield, knocked up by Nathan Trombley to Lucas. Lucas up over to Connor Morris. Morris trying to find Tristan Connors. He's defended well on the far sideline. Connors battling for the ball, but a good job by Wells. Wells pushes it back. They send it back to the goal. Vera cannot pick it up. He has to kick it. He now sends it forward. It gets by Connor Morris onto Brendler. Brendler sends it up. Back defensively is the Eagles. It's Trombley trying to find Moak. It will work its way out of bounds. So a throw in here for the Hornets halfway into Chazy territory. Ball comes into the feet of Whalen. Whalen looking to serve it. It hits off of Justin Collins, cleared out by Hayden King back into the defensive end of CHS. And I would say this lead, this second half is kind of how the first half was, kind of even here early on in the first 8-9 minutes.
That's right. 32-29 left here in this second half. No score between the Eagles and the Hornets.
So the ball is in the Chazy territory, and it is Provost trying to split the defense. King is there. He has it knocked away. It's sent forward by Moak, but it goes onto the feet of Whalen. Whalen gets a shot off at the box. Trombley heads it back out, and trying to one time it was Julian, but he stands on it, and it's cleared out by Hunter Bayshard into Plattsburgh territory. But back there is Wells. Wells and Tristan Connors battling for the ball. Wells and Connors. Wells wins that ball. He sends it back to the goalie. Goalie has to kick it. Connors working toward the goalie, and it is Barry now sending it forward. King trying to control it. It's by King, picked up by Provost. Provost has it taken away by Collins. Collins trying to go to the far side. It's picked up by Brendler. Brendler of Plattsburgh sends it forward. He's trying to find Wiley. Henry Wiley trying to get to the ball before it gets to the end line. He cannot, so we have a goal kick here for Chazy.
Couple subs, 2 for Chazy, 1 for Plattsburgh. Coming on for Chazy, Alex Chapman and Carson Wallfield. And on for Plattsburgh is number 17, Ryan Kavanaugh. Coming off for Chazy to get a breather, Hayden King and Josh McCauley. And off for Plattsburgh is Wiley, Henry Wiley.
So we have 31-11 here left in the second half. We have no score, and it is Hunter Bayshard with the goal kick. Goes just shy of midfield, goes off the head of Brandmeier. He sends it to the far side, trying to find the feet of Whalen. Out of bounds, so throw in here for Chazy. Hunter Bayshard will take the throw in. He comes down the line just over the head of Chapman, but goes onto the feet of Tristan Connors. He tries to get it up over to Lucas, or actually Wallfield, who's checking for the game. Now comes in near side to Lucas. Lucas with the ball, and he's being challenged by Provost just below us here. He's trying to work his way up. He gets it up over to Moak. Moak is in the offensive zone. It is Moak. Moak now sends it through, trying to find Wallfield. Wallfield cannot get there. Nice speed by Wallfield, but just too far ahead of him off the end line. Goal kick for Plattsburgh.
Goal kick for Plattsburgh, and looks like Lucas has moved away from Tajani now, and Alex Chapman is kind of shadowing Tajani over there on the left-hand side.
So 10 minutes have gone by here in the second half. We have 30 minutes left, and we have no score. 0-0 between these two powerhouses. Lucas pushes it back up over to Moak. Moak now finds Collins. Collins pushing it back. He sends it across, trying in the middle of the field. It goes to Brandmeier. Brandmeier pushes it up, trying to find Kavanaugh, but taken away by Hunter Bayshard. Bayshard finds Tristan Connors at midfield. Connors trying to get Wallfield. Wallfield has some nice speed. He's trying to split the defense. But a good job by number 2, Wells. Wells pushes it back to side. Side goes back to Wells. And it's picked up by Lucas. Lucas trying to get by, and he's knocked out just out of the box. So a nice opportunity for the Eagles coming up.
Dangerous position here is just outside the corner of the 18-yard box. This was a foul that was committed against Lucas, a shove, and Carson Wallfield creating some havoc up there. They're going to measure 10 yards off now. They've got a 3-man wall they're setting up to try to block this opportunity that Lucas is standing over. A 3-man wall. Chazy's lined up top of the 18 with Plattsburgh goal side of all of them.
So Lucas is going to send it in, and they'll be charging. And he goes short side, and he went to the short corner. It deflected off the defense, and that's what happened. So we got a corner kick for Chazy.
Yep, that was a good shot. It went over the top of the wall, trying to go near post, which is a difficult save for the goalie to make because the goalie is relying on that wall to block that shot. Wall did a good job staying on the ground. Corner kick here for Chazy.
Connors. He sends the ball up. Coming in is Chazy. Push up! And it was number 2 Wells. Ball headed by Chapman. Just outside the 18, and that'll be a foul on Wallfield. He got underneath the player, and it was offsides. Okay, they called offsides on Chazy. So the ball comes up toward midfield, picked up by Tristan Connors. Connors chips it back to Connor Morris. Morris with the ball, working his way to the 18. It's Morris. Pushes it to the open spot to Collins. Collins loads up. He sends a shot way over into the trees. So it was out from like 25 yards.
Yeah, it was from a distance. Excellent work there by Connor Morse, bullying his way through a couple of defenders, keeping possession of the ball, and then dishing it off to Justin Collins, who unfortunately didn't get his knee or his weight over the ball and launched it over the netting.
So Garrow will take the goal kick this time. He is shy of midfield. Ball bounces around, picked up by Tajani. Tajani pushes it to the far side. Hustling for that ball is Coda, but Chapman's back there against Coda, and it goes out of bounds off of Chapman. A quick throw in here by the Hornets to Tajani, but headed out by McAfee, and now cleared up the field, and it's picked up by number 11, Whalen. Whalen goes back to the number 5, Julian. Julian sends it back to the defense, and it's on to the feet of Wells. Wells comes to the near side over the side. Kyle Side now sends the ball up to the near sideline, hits the feet of Provost. And it goes off of Moak, so Provost actually will be number 11, Whalen, taking the throw in. He goes down the line. Ball's headed to the middle of the field. It's Collins. He pushes it up onto Tristan Connors. Connors sends it through. Walfield hustling down there, but boy, just as fast as number 2, Colin Wells. He knocks Walfield down, no call. And Walfield gets up quickly, rolls with the ball, pushes it back onto the feet of Side. Side sends it up for midfield, off the head of Kavanaugh, trying to find Tajani. But it's knocked forward by McAfee, but picked up by Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer goes to the far side. He's trying to find Coda. Too far for Coda, throwing for Chazy.
The substitutions coming on for Chazy. Josh McCauley, Hayden King coming back in, along with McLean Dudiak, coming off Carson Walfield, who put on some good effort out there. Alex Chapman and Tristan Connors to get a breather.
So 25-51 here left in the second half, no score, but I would say advantage Chazy so far in the second half.
Certainly in the last few minutes, we've seen some good opportunity and excellent work there by the reserves, especially Carson Walfield, really hustling out there to make some opportunity.
As the shots now favor Plattsburgh 9-8, corner kicks favor Chazy 3-1. This as close as we thought it would be. Ball is back in the defensive end of Plattsburgh. They send it forward to midfield, but Heath Lucas is there for Chazy. Lucas now goes through the legs onto the feet of Dudiak. Dudiak sends it up forward, but it's picked up by Wells. Wells sends it forward. Deflects off of Kavanaugh. Running back is Moak. Moak keeps it to the sideline, cuts it up. It's Moak trying to control, but picked up by number 10, Provost. Provost now finds Tajani. Tajani makes a nice move, trying to get the shot off, and it's cleared out. And Brandmeyer chips it up, hits off a Chazy defender, and it's cleared out by Collins into Plattsburgh territory, but quickly it's back into Chazy territory, picked up by Whalen. Whalen comes to the near sideline. He's trying to find Provost. Provost working his way down, gets a shot across, and Ben Norcross is there. He goes down, he gets it as it's going through, and he'll work his way to the 18 for a punt.
Coach LaRose has moved Sabu Tajani to the middle now. So they're moving him around to try and free him up. He's been shut down really effectively so far by the Chazy players. Here's Justin Collins pushing it outside towards Heath Lucas.
And so we're going to have a throw in here for the Hornets. They're about 10 minutes shy of midfield near sideline. Ball is chipped up into the air. It goes off the head of Kavanaugh, but picked up by McAfee. McAfee at midfield now sends it to the offensive zone of Dudiak. Dudiak goes to the far side trying to find King. He does. King has it knocked away, and it's picked up by number 14, Vogel. Clear to the near sideline. It goes to the feet of Fulmer. Fulmer controls. He sends it up. Coming over is Trombley. Chips it back up over to Moak. Moak keeps it in, but it goes too far ahead of him, and it's controlled by the Hornets. It is Provost. Provost back to Whalen. Ball goes out of bounds off of Moak, throwing for the Hornets with substitutions.
A couple of subs coming on for Plattsburgh. It's Andrew Fulmer and Henry Wiley coming back on, and coming off is Ryan Kavanaugh and number 13, Connor Coda.
So a throw in here for the Hornets, number 11, Brendan Whalen. He sends it down. Back there is Moak for Chazy. Ball stays in. Moak with the ball. Now he sends it up. He's trying to find McCauley. And from behind, he was hit by number 2, Wells. No call, and it's Collins. Collins working his way up. Collins trying to get by Brandmeyer. Brandmeyer and Collins working their way down. shoulder to shoulder. The ball goes to the open spot. Puts out right side. He's going to back to midfield. Moat has it forward, trying to find Moat. And from behind, number 5, Julian with the push. So Chazy will get a free kick here, about 10 yards into Plattsburgh territory, about middle of the field.
Getting a little more physical now as the game rolls on, as the sense of urgency starts to build. A lot of shoulder striking going on out there. No real advantage to one team or the other, just a lot of that going before they even get to the ball.
So we have Nathan Trombley in from the defensive end into the offensive zone here. He will take the kick here for Chazy at the 22-27 mark.
Hold your marks.
So he's surveying the situation. He chips it up just outside the 18, headed into the box by Morris, trying to find Dudiak. King trying to get a shot off, but a nice job is cleared out by Wells to midfield to Wiley. Wiley trying to control, but it goes off the head of Moat. Moat trying to send it forward, but it goes onto the feet of Tijani. Tijani pushes it back, trying to find Wiley. Wiley makes a nice move, cuts it in. Coming off his line is Norcross, and no danger there. But 21-56, still no score. It's Norcross working his way to the 18.
And Norcross is going to distribute this to midfield, and a punt. We'll see if Chazy competes for it. Dudiak's there competing. He gets his head on it.
So the ball comes over to the near sideline. There is Side. Side sends it forward. He's trying to find Fulmer, and Fulmer has some room here. This is dangerous. Fulmer working his way down, trying to get the shot across. He rips it, but it goes into the hands of Ben Norcross.
Yeah, that was the speed of Provost again there down the right-hand side. He beat Moak, and he was able to get a decent shot off. Luckily for Ben Norcross, it was right to his gut.
Okay, ball in play here. And Dudiak sends it forward.
And we're back on Lucas over here.
Now turn.
Drops back. Now it's going to be number 22, Hal Side, moving it forward in the middle. Cleared away. Justin Collins now. Collins moving forward, going down the left side. Justin Collins. Slide tackle there nicely by Hal Side. So it's going to throw in for Chazy, 2/3 of the way into the Plattsburgh territory. Substitution for Chazy coming on number 3 is Connors,
Trying to call the game, and we're hearing something else.
coming out is number 4,
Look the promo.
Eli Moat.
Yes.
Dudiak's moving back to the defensive
You have
side.
the 100 FM feeding on both?
Henry,
Throw in for Chazy.
look on net. No, I'm saying look who's on net.
Ball's in now toward the middle of the box. Head ball, and up to pick it up is the goalkeeper, Adam Dar.
I can hear radio. And we aren't hearing us. So usually I don't hear the commercial, but I'm not even hearing that game. I'm hearing something
Punt toward
else.
midfield. Lucas battling there with Provost. Provost controlling the
very
ball
good.
now. Turning around. Off the sideline. It's going to be a Chazy throw-in.
Drop it back, make the run.
Just under 20
we'll
minutes
do-
here left in the second half. No score between Chazy and Plattsburgh High in this championship match of the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament at George Brendler Field in
Let's go.
Chazy, New
Move
York.
it. Keep it moving.
Ball's up toward Chazy zone. Brandmeyer moving it outside toward Tijani. Tijani trying to save it before it goes off the sideline, but it goes off the side. And for a throw in, Hunter Bayshard to take it for Chazy.
So ball back in play, and I had to just call Wiry there for a second. I had a little technical difficulty, but everything seems to be back online here. It's Hunter Bayshard throwing the ball down the line. It goes off of the defense of number 14, Vogel. So another throw in for Chazy deep into Plattsburgh territory. Ball controlled by Tristan Connors. He's trying to work his way there, but defensively, the Hornets are there. And it goes off the end line off of Tristan Connors, so a goal kick here for the Hornets.
Goal kick, that was a hard slide down there by Connors. And, you know, we mentioned it at the pregame show and during the first part of the game. How many times do we see a Chazy Plattsburgh game turn into a classic? And I think this has a good opportunity to turn, so far it is. And I don't expect anything different going forward.
It could very well be a one-goal game the way this is playing out. So here comes the kick by Garrow, the short kick, goal kick, goes on to Tijani's foot. Tijani pushes it up, and he has it knocked away by Hunter Bayshard, and a foul on McCauley as he took down Tijani. And Tijani on the far side, Plattsburgh going down, or left to right, they're on the far side, just shy of midfield. You'll have a free kick here at the 18-25 minute mark. We have no score between Plattsburgh and Chazy.
Important for Chazy not to lose track of Nick Provost here on the right-hand side.
Ball comes in, it's up in the air, knocked out by King, trying to find Tristan Connors. but it's knocked forward by number 2 Wells, and it's picked up by number 5 Julian. Julian sends it up trying to find Tijani, and it is Connor Morris. He tried to send it forward, but it's picked up by Tijani. He goes down the line. Hunter Bayshard is there defensively. He just clears it out, so it's a throw-in for the Hornets halfway into Chazy territory.
Substitution for Plattsburgh, coming on Michael James and coming off Henry Wiley.
So throw-in for Plattsburgh there on the far side, halfway into Chazy territory. Waiting for Wiley to get off the field before the ball comes in, and here it comes. Going down the line, they're trying to find Fulmer, but it's knocked away, picked up by Collins. Collins gets it up over to Tristan Connors. He's trying to get around Whalen. Whalen does a nice job to win that battle, but coming over to help out was Justin Collins. He tried to go back to Tristan Connors. Brandmeyer now sends it to the far side. It now comes on to the feet of Julian. Julian sends it to the end line. He tried to find Colin Wells, and off the end line. So we have a goal kick here for Chazy.
Yeah, and Plattsburgh's trying to take over this at this point in the second half. They're trying to regain possession, go back to the short passing game, and hopefully try to create more chances for themselves.
So Hunter Bayshard will take the goal kick, as he has been doing the whole second half. He sends the ball up. It just goes off the head of Connor Morris, but then it goes into the air to Fulmer. Fulmer sends it back toward the Chazy defense. Trombley sends it to midfield onto the feet of Connors. Tristan Connors trying to chip it up over to McCauley, but it's controlled by the Hornets. Stepping up is Lucas. Lucas gets it to Collins, goes to the far side trying to find King. King controlling. It's Hayden King. He now comes to the near sideline to Lucas. Lucas working his way down, but coming over is James, who just checked into the game. It's a nice speed. And Lucas has James on him. Lucas battling for that ball. He was taken down by Provost. No call. James sends it forward. He gets it on to the field of Fulmer. Fulmer working his way down. Nathan Trombley's there. He pushes it to the outside. Hunter Bayshard now pushes it over, but Fulmer sticks with it. He still has the ball. He now sends it across. It's knocked up in the air by Trombley. Deflects inside the box, and Norcross is there. No danger. We're at the 15:45 mark. 12 shots favor of the Hornets, 9 favor the Eagles. We have no score.
Both teams pressuring. Obviously, they want to put that first ball in the net to gain that lead. And I'm not sure that's going to happen before the end of the clock expires.
Well, the ball is into Chazy territory, and Justin Collins trying to clear it out, but nice job by Whalen. He sends it forward. Nathan Trombley outside his foot sends it to midfield over the head of Tristan Connors, and it's knocked forward by Julian, but controlled by Whalen. Whalen now sends it to Julian. He goes to the far side to Tijani working his way down. Him and Bayshard battling for the ball. Hunter Bayshard and Tijani. Bayshard sends it forward, and it stays in play. It's picked up on the far sideline by Vogel. Vogel has it taken away. He has it taken away by Tristan Connors. He's trying to get Colin on a breakaway, but back there is Colin Wells. Does a nice job to defend. Nice play by McCauley trying to get by number 2 Wells. What do we have going on down there? There's a foul, and that is going to favor Chazy. And Wells took down McCauley. So we have a direct kick, almost like a short corner kick.
Just outside of the 18-yard box, Chazy's trying to scramble quickly to get set up to take advantage of Plattsburgh is walking their way back. It was a hard tackle. It took down McCauley.
Shot goes in, ball heads off the end line, and it is going to be a corner kick. The defense of Plattsburgh knocks it out.
Substitutions, Eli Moak coming in for Chazy along with Alex Chapman and Kavanaugh coming in, Ryan Kavanaugh coming in for Plattsburgh. Coming off for Chazy, McLean Dudiak, and coming off for Plattsburgh is James Heath Lucas coming off for Chazy as well.
Not everybody,
So
get the
13:50,
mark!
here comes the corner kick.
We gotta have that!
Shot comes in. It goes after the side of Provost. He's the player out there.
Push out!
And Chapman, who just checked into the game, is trying to get it to the far sideline over to
A good opportunity for Chazy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize. The corner kicks are few and far between this game.
So throw-in comes in toward midfield. It's picked up by Chapman. Chapman sends it forward. One time by McCauley trying to find Connors, but the defense, it is number 14, Vogel, sends it forward into the offensive zone. And there is going to be a handball on Chazy. So they're about 10 yards into Chazy territory, middle of the field. There is a free kick coming up here for the Hornets at the 13-minute mark.
Chazy's got to hold tight on their defensive end, on the defensive line right now. Man marking is essential at this point.
There's a big booming kick, and right there is Norcross, but Colin Wells put a lot on that, and it went over everybody, and Norcross comes off his line and gets the ball, no issues, but he'll work his way to the 18 to punt the ball, and it's up in the air as I speak. It will go toward midfield, just shy, bounces on the ground, headed up by Whalen, trying to find Tajani, and Hayden King is there. He pushes it back up over to Moak. Moak outside his foot, trying to find Collins, but it goes to Brendler. Brendler now chips it up to the near sideline. He's trying to find the speed of Fulmer, but it's too far ahead of him. Throw in for Chazy.
So 12 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the second half. A scoreless game. Really entertaining game between these two North Country powerhouse programs. Here's Tristan Connors running onto the ball, cleared away by Side. So it's going to be a throw-in for Chazy, 3/4 of the way into the Plattsburgh zone.
We're at the 12-minute mark, and it is definitely living up to its billing. Lee, and it's a throw in here, and it's going to be McCauley taking a throw in about halfway into Plattsburgh territory. They're going from right to left. Throw in comes in, it goes in the box, and it's cleared out again by number 22, Kyle Side. So Chazy kind of moves up the line here a little bit. So it's a deeper throw in here for Chazy.
They keep trying these long throw-ins. I wish they'd just do something short.
And off the head of Chazy, back out of bounds. So another throw in for Chazy. Ball goes inside the box. It's headed out. And now it's picked up by number 13, Kavanaugh. He sends it to the open space. Back there is Hunter Bayshire, and it's a good thing because coming on was Provost. And he sends it out, so he slows things up. It'll be a throw-in for the Hornets' far side. Brandmeyer with the throw-in.
It was a really good opportunity for a transition, but Plattsburgh was slow getting it moving.
So the ball comes in, it goes into the feet of Fulmer. They converge on him, and it's now cleared up by Hunter Bayshard, far side, but knocked forward by Vogel. Chazy trying to control, it's picked up by Tristan Connors. Connors on the far side, working his way down. Here's Tristan Connors with nice speed. Vogel staying with him step for step. Here's Connors and Vogel. Ball goes forward, and it will work its way off the end line. Goal kick here for the Hornets.
Substitution, we have Heath Lucas coming back on for Chazy and Alex Chapman coming off.
So Garrow will take the kick here, the goal kick for the Hornets. As we approach the 10-minute mark, we still have no score here in this championship game between Plattsburgh and Chazy. And not a good kick. It goes out of bounds far side, just shy of, 20 yards shy of midfield. And it's a quick throw in for Chazy. And it is Tristan Connors with the throw in for the Eagles far side, about halfway down into Plattsburgh territory. Ball comes in, it goes inside the box, and Garrow's there. He gets the ball. He'll work his way to the 18. He'll take his time. He'll let his players settle up here at the 9:40 mark.
It looks like the plan on these long throw-ins for Chazy is to try a skip header and hopefully find somebody in the middle of the 18 available to take possession of that skip and put it home.
So there was a foul on Fulmer. They couldn't hear the whistle, and Chazy gets that call. It was the right call. He came up over the back of Hunter Bayshard, and Bayshard will take the kick here.
Connor, you're good right there, Connor. You're good there.
And Mr. Lacey just tells Fulmer what happened, why he made the call. Now Bayshard will take the kick. He sends it forward. He's trying to find Justin Collins. It goes off the head of Whalen. King steps up, but it's moved by Tajani. Tajani now working his way down. King comes over and helps out. And now it's picked up by Moak. Moak and Tajani battling for the ball. Picked up by Justin Collins. Collins trying to send it through. He does. It is McCauley. McCauley shoots. He goes wide. Oh my God! It was a breaker. Was it offside?
He was offsides, unfortunately.
Wow.
My goodness, he had an opportunity. He should have buried that regardless. He was.
So it's at midfield, and it is Wells sends the ball up over to Whalen. He's got space as he's in the Chazy territory. He'll send it up to the top of the box, and there's the shot. A diving save by Norcross. There's a rebound. King is over to defend against Provost. Ball cleared up, and now it's cleared out by Moak. Great save by Norcross.
That was a really nice opportunity. And it was, we got a high kick call here, so indirect kick here. 3/4 of the way into the Chazy territory. But that was set up because Chazy didn't apply pressure at all to Whalen and let him take a chance. He got the ball right into Fulmer. Fulmer turned and shot and forced Ben Norcross to make a really nice save.
Just get central.
So we have an indirect kick coming up because of the high kick. So it will be Colin Wells taking the kick for the Hornets at the 6:54 mark. No score. Second
More
half.
towards 11.
He sends a high kick into the box. They're crashing the box. The ball's headed up and over the net. So a nice opportunity for the Hornets, but it will be a goal kick for Chazy.
That's one of the things that, you know, it's what we've seen happen this game so far. Plattsburgh is winning these free balls more times than not, and that's what's causing their opportunities. Chazy needs to do a better job of winning the free balls in the air.
So again, it's going to be a goal kick, and it's going to be Hunter Bayshard taking the kick here at the 6:18 mark. He sends it forward, and it's just shy. It goes off the head of Heath Lucas, but knocked forward by Julian. Julian goes to the far side, out of bounds, so a throw in for Hunter Bayshard. Ball comes down the line off to Kajani, and Lucas battling for the ball. He keeps it in play, and no, he doesn't. They call it out of bounds, so it's going to be a throw in here for the Hornets. And we have substitution.
Substitution coming in for Plattsburgh, Henry Wiley, and coming off is Ryan Kavanaugh. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second half, no score. In the event that it's tied, Joey, we go to 2 overtimes.
I think there are 2 10-minute overtimes, if I'm not mistaken. It's not a golden goal or sudden death. You play 2-10.
Same as a regular season game.
Yeah, yeah. And there is that distinct possibility.
Regular season is sudden death. The ladies play the 2 full 10s.
Oh no, right, you're right. The guys do
Yeah.
play sudden death. Yes. So the throw-in comes in. That goes off Hunter Bayshard. So they're going to have a corner kick here for the Hornets far side. They're going from left to right, and it's going to be Brendan Whalen taking the corner kick. He's on the far post at the 5-minute mark here. So a nice opportunity here for the Hornets.
Yeah, good opportunity here. We'll see what kind of it's not going to be a short corner kick. It's going to loft it in, try to utilize the height of Fulmer probably.
But it's a short kick, and it is cleared out by McAfee, but it goes back to Whalen. He sends it up. The ball's headed out. There's a shot by Brandmeyer, and there's a scrum, and they score. There's a scrum in front of the net, and Plattsburgh scores, and I think it was Coda who got that goal. He's in the right place at the right time. I'm not sure what I think Chazy's calling for offsides. Tom Lacey's going over to talk to
Mr. LaBarge. It was a pinball situation, and their ball's bouncing around, and it's always a nervous situation when that happens. And that looks like it's going to be a good goal.
Yeah.
So it is Connor Coda.
at the 5-minute mark. It was Coda.
Nothing negative.
And, you know, it was, we knew that could have been dangerous, and it was, as Coda scores at the 4:35 mark here in the second half. So it's Trombley. He chips the ball up, trying to find Connors. Connors trying to get up over to McCulley. And they're coached well. They're going to just converge now defensively.
Yes, absolutely. There'll be no chances taken. Everybody's going to have their marks, and it's going to be a solid defensive effort from Plattsburgh going forward.
So on the far side, the ball goes out of bounds, throwing for Chazy at the 4-minute mark. And again, we've had experienced another classic game here between these two powerhouses.
Yeah, no chance on that goal for Ben Norcross. As I said, it was pinballing around in there. It just fell to the foot. Eventually fell to the foot of Cotto, who made no mistake.
So we have a throw-in for Chazy. They are in their own territory, about 20 yards shy of midfield, far side. Ball comes into play, and it is Tristan Connors, and there's like 3 players on it, and quickly they send it forward, trying to find McCulley, who's called offsides. And right on that line is Dennis LaBarge. So he is there. So offsides on the Eagles. And Plattsburgh will take their time setting this kick up. It's Brendan Whaling setting the ball up for Colin Wells.
Yeah, there'll be no urgency to get this ball in play for Plattsburgh at this point in time.
So the ball comes forward, goes onto the feet of Kajani, cleared by Brendler. Going forward, trying to find Wiley. Hunter Bayshard is high in the air. McAfee heads the ball forward onto the head of Collins. Collins heads it forward. But then it's Julian. He sends it toward the 18 of Chazy. Back there defensively is Chazy. Kajani tries to get a shot off. And now it's Wiley trying to get a shot off. But defensively, they're defended well by the Eagles. Far side is it Moak on the far side? He sends it forward. It goes off of a Plattsburgh player. 2:28 left. Ball into the offensive zone, but quickly it comes back to midfield, controlled by the Hornets. Goes to Vogel. Vogel knocks it out of bounds. So it's going for Chazy. And Chazy, with the 2-minute mark approaching, has to play with urgency right now.
At this point, they got to move players forward, and they see that with Eli Moak coming up forward now.
Tristan Connors working his way. He's at the end line, trying to work his way to the ball, defended off the ball, chipped up by Connor Morris. Inside the box, Chazy has it inside the box. King trying to get a shot off, and it deflects into the hands of Garrow. So Chazy put some good effort there, but Garrow was there.
Yeah, I think that was Justin Collins that ripped his left-footed shot and bounced off of Eli Moak right into the hands of Garrow.
Collins has it forward. Backward defensively is Side. Side knocks it out of bounds. 1:35 to go. 1-0 Plattsburgh here in the second half.
Coach McCall, of all the coaches on the sideline, are pushing everybody up, including Ben Norcross, who's standing at midfield right now.
Ball comes in, and they are playing with the urgency that we have here. Push out! Trying to get a shot off. It goes to the far side. Back there is Hunter Bayshard. He's trying to get there before it goes out of bounds. It does go out of bounds. Mark off! You got two! He throws it down the line. And he's coming from Tristan Connors. He's being defended by Vogel. Connors not coming to help out with Kajani. The ball's knocked out of bounds. Throw in for Chazy. We're at 1 minute here left in this second half. Chazy trailing by 1, playing with urgency. It's Hunter Bayshard with the throw in here for the Eagles.
Everybody in the box with the exception of Ben Norcross.
Ball comes in, it's headed into it. Their ball goes up off the end line, and they're going to kill some time here on the score kick at the 42nd mark.
And they'll make a substitution as well. Fulmer coming in. Yep, absolutely. The time wasting measure coming off as Wiley. 30 seconds left in this game, or the second half.
And here goes the kick at midfield. Off the head of Morris, headed forward, and it goes on to the feet of Fulmer. Fulmer sends it forward, back to midfield. Connor Morris trying to do something with it, but it's pulled by number 13, Coda. Coda, who scored the goal, sends it forward. Norcross off the line, sends the ball forward. 8 seconds left, and Plattsburgh High looks like they've come into the George Brendler field, and they win the Frankie Memorial tournament, soccer tournament, in a hard-fought 1-0 victory.
Absolutely, and you can see the jubilation on this Plattsburgh team. They really worked hard and they earned this victory.
So you are listening to the Sports Authority of the North Country Hometown Radio, WIRY.com, or 1340 AM. We'll be back in 1 minute.
And Hometown Cable is going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching and supporting viewer-supported local television.